there, Cammy. Hey, how are you doing, hon? I haven't seen you in a while. Trying once again to find my channel so I can see the chat. It will not pop up for me. Hey, Doris. Let me cut the volume down. I can actually see myself this time and see if the picture looks all right. Hey, Daniel and Adele. Welcome, y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm trying to still get things kind of halfway going here. I didn't realize I had that thing, my chair's all squinched around over there. I'm going to put this a little closer, maybe a little further away. I'm trying to get the light there. Now, maybe that'll be better. Okay, now I missed everybody. Hey, Gail in Connecticut, and Lisa, and Trisha, Mama Swift. How are you tonight, hon? And Marilyn, and Carrie, and Daisy Mae. I love that name, Daisy Mae. My oldest granddaughter is Raina Mae. Jan, hey, sweetheart. And Teresa, hello. Elaine Brown, hey, my sweet Donna Mako, hello, sweetheart. And Zach, thank you so much for being here. If I missed you, holler at me again. Becky, how are you? Did you ever see I finally told you hey at D's, Becky? Miguel, hello, hello, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Amarina, hello, sweetheart. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Judy, hey, thanks for being here. Right, you're from Pennsylvania. I am doing great. It's been raining off and on here. The sun has been out. It's been very humid, and oh, the weather just gets to me. I can't take it. And Susan Burke and Lisa, hey, I'm so glad you made it too. I'm so glad everybody made it. And there's Sue and Joyce and Nana Michelle, hey, welcome, welcome. Doris at Rose Cottage, hey, I did say hey to you, didn't I, sweetheart? You'll be lurking, Amarina, that's just fine. Well, thank you, Tricia. I've got a little bit of color on tonight. Ta-da! I don't ever have a lot of color. Humid in Florida? I imagine so. I know how humid it can be down there, too. Joyce Campbell, did I say hey to you, or did I let you scoot by because I just saw Joyce Swinson up there? Yes, we're having a squirrel raid from Granny D's. Thank y'all. Right, Jan, tell her about it. Humid, must be humid everywhere. Hey, Amanda Wright, welcome. I hope you all are doing well tonight. Hello, Amy Long. Thanks so much for coming over from D's. I appreciate all of y'all squirrel raiders. You dropped off to sleep, Becky. Well, that's, you must have needed a little bit of sleep. And Gracie, hey, hon, how are you doing tonight? And Melissa Long, hello, thank you. Yeah, if y'all will, please hit the thumbs up. I sure appreciate it. Y'all might not like me, but go on and hit the thumbs up anyway. I'll not be quite as say what Madonna says, but y'all hit those thumbs up. Linda's Yarn Barn. Hey, hon. Welcome, welcome. It's raining in Michigan, Cammie. Well, like I said, it's either raining or hot and humid everywhere I've heard of so far. And who did I see? Geraldine. Hey, welcome. Raining in Kentucky. Oh, my. Thank you, Lisa. I love all of y'all. I truly, truly do. Thankful to God Almighty. Welcome. I appreciate you being here. Thank you, Trisha. You can be Madonna till she comes in. Thank y'all all for being here so much. Well, as the title says, I do have more yarn tonight. I've cut this air off, and I'm afraid I'm going to have to... Wrong remote. Let me cut this on. Y'all let me know if it's too loud. Let me put it on. It's starting up. If it's going to be too loud, I'll cut it off. But hey, Maribel. Hey, Linda, Quilty Crocheter. How are you? And Amy King, how are you? Amy, hey. Amy K, because there's another Amy in the room, so. Oh, Sheila, hey, hon, Sheila Baker, how are you tonight? Your shingles are, oh, my word, hon. I'm so sorry. Didn't they go away, or did they never go away? I hate that. Zach, that's fine if you're just listening. Just grab you a chair, lay down on the couch, on the bed, wherever you want, and listen. I can run my mouth enough. Oh, goodness. Y'all know I can do some talk. But is that too loud? It's blowing down. Is that okay? I don't want to make it sound terrible. Oh, your Michaels is having a good clearance sale. I've heard just a few. Hey, Jax, you're listening, that's fine. I'll scream if I need you. Well, thank you, Zach. Oh, goodness, Becky, is it 78? It must have rained up there. It came a little shower here for about 4. Hey, AJ, thanks for being here. And Blind Stitches Creation, welcome, welcome. You are Marcia. Is that right? I hope I got that right. Doris, you need Karen Ripple Cakes in the mauve glow. I've got some Ripple Cakes, but I don't think I've got that color. I'll be glad to check. I haven't used them yet. If I've got some, I'll be glad to get in touch with you, hon. Hi, Laura. I hadn't laid an egg in 3 days. Oh, my goodness. No more bye until I lay an egg. Yes, ma'am. I'll get to laying right now. I may have to bring you an egg up there, Laura. Hey, Katrina. Hey, Susan Burke. Elaine, I said hey to you, didn't I? Once again, once the chat starts going, I don't know who I said hey to at Dee's and who I'm saying hey to here, so. Did y'all ever tell me if this air was bothering y'all, the sound of it? Can y'all hear me okay? I'm sure I'm yelling, as usual. Well, Laura, what's wrong with me? Why am I not laying eggs? That upsets me. Hey, Diana Apple, how are you tonight? And welcome, welcome, Deborah Argo. Hey, thank y'all so much for being here. Hey, Sweet Tea, thanks for coming. I heard you were feeling a little better. I sure am happy. I hope you get to feeling a lot better. You can hear fine. Okay, well, I get to talking way too loud, so let me show y'all what I've been working on. I think it's turning out gorgeous. It's the Bag a Day summer shawl that she did in black. Oh, I made it wider than hers. And I've made it, I'm going up one full row up more than hers. And I would have been finished with this if I hadn't have made so many mistakes. It was terrible that I just teetotally can't crochet at times. I got, now this thing, who am I missing? Thanks. Yours is done, Katrina. Well, great. What color did you do yours in? I was going to come over the other day and see it. I've just been so terrible about getting over. I've watched, once again, bits and pieces, but I haven't been to several channels that I need to get back over to. What happens is, you know, you go along here and you have to count. Evidently, I can't count. So, once I had crocheted down the whole long shawl, and then I started crocheting back up the shawl, I found I'd made a mistake over here. I did that twice, y'all, and had to rip it. I despise frogging, but I couldn't let it go. It was, oh, you got some Trubu Chan. That's fantastic. Thanks, Linda. I love this. You use loops and thread. Oh, I bet that's gorgeous. I'm talking to Katrina, y'all. I'm sorry. She said that she used the loops and threads shimmer shawl in the color Black and Pink. Now, that's the yarn that's kind of like shawl in a ball, or anyway, it's whatever the sparkly that y'all had in Canada that we couldn't ever get here in the U.S. Is that the one we're talking about? Thank you. And Yana, is that how you say your name? Hey, Marianne. Thanks for coming. And hey, Sandra in South Carolina. Yeah, this is the Trubu, and it's 100% bamboo. And, well, I thought I had the label right here. I don't even have another ball of it with. I guess if that's, I had one more skein of it somewhere. I know I did. I thought I did. I best be hurrying up and finishing then if that's the only one I've got. Hey, Diane Thurman. Did I get that right? I'm terrible with names, y'all. I hate to even pronounce names. Crystal did a fantastic job on, well, she does a fantastic job on everything, but I love this pattern. It is so pretty, and it's also all double crochet, single crochets, and chains, and it makes such a gorgeous pattern. I love it, love it, love it. But I just was bebopping along there and just didn't count. Or once I didn't chain. You know, you got to chain 6 besides the beginning 13 chain every time you get from the double crochets to go over to the little thing in the middle. You have to chain 6 to get to it. I just didn't chain, so I get all the way back across after going, and I'm looking and going, what in the world? There wasn't a chain up there. I couldn't handle that, so I had to rip it out. Well, Diane, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad everybody's here. I'm looking to see who I missed. You had to help number 3 hatch? Oh, goodness. Oh, 2 and 3. I'm not reading right. Well, I came and was watching, I guess, your replay, or was it live today or whenever? I was watching whichever one was hatching, where you had the camera there. And I said, well, I guess it, poor little thing, when it was struggling and getting out and resting because it had struggled so hard, I had to quit watching after a little while. I was struggling so much with it. Hey, Wanda. I'm trying to keep up with everybody, but I know I've probably missed somebody. Thank you, Diane. I'm always just thrilled that I pronounce any name right. Well, I have yarn. Let me show you what I posted. Y'all remember the other week I bought this nice little cotton? Well, I've got 2 more of them. This is one, and this is the other. Aren't they so? And the other one, the first one, evidently somewhere else. But aren't they so gorgeous? I know, Laura, there's orange. Isn't it pretty? With the orange and pink and yellow. I love them. I just love it. So I got those. In the first order, there was a couple of hanks that didn't come in, so this one came by itself. It says, I guess the bag it came in, that's not it, I stuck it, was in, I don't know why, it came in a bag that said Barocco, the yarn company Barocco. I knew which store I ordered it from, but this, I'm not sure if they're in any way affiliated with this, but the little tag says Sammy, and the yarns say AMONO, wait, AMANO yarns altogether.com. But I ordered it from that place out in Washington. And this is 100% Peruvian Pima cotton. And it's just it's a 50-gram skein, and there's 164 yards in it. And Sammy, in whatever language is the native language of the Andes, Sammy, I'm pronouncing it Sammy or Sami, or however, means kindness. And this yarn is so soft. It's softer than some of the other Pima cottons I've got. It's soft. I just ordered this one little skein to try it, y'all. I just wanted to see what it was. I'm terrible about doing that, and then I really love something and I have to go back and find enough of it to do something with. Hey Dee, welcome, hon. And then today I got, this was one that I was short in the first order that I got, which is from Universal Yarn. I don't know if y'all can see, that'll be shiny. Anyway, it's Universal Yarns Cotton Supreme. The color is turquoise. And this cotton soft, I'm not sure if it's just 100% cotton. 100 gram hank, 180 yards. It's a number 4. This right here is a number 3. It doesn't say, but I know in my book it's a number 3. I don't even know if y'all can see that, but it's some nice little cotton. Hey Glenda. Yes, that, and Victoria Nightingale, hello. And Lisa, I said hey to you, didn't I? Howlett, is that, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. But this is a 4-weight. I love this color. It's one of my favorite. I've got so many hanks of the Pima cotton, and like this cotton's as soft as the Pima cotton. It just says cotton. It doesn't say that it's the Pima cotton. It's made in Turkey. There's says to machine wash. It looks like you can dry that. It's got the little symbols and it's the little dryer and it's not crossed out. So I guess this can actually be dried. It says that produced exclusively for Universal Yarns with the finest fibers. I saw that Premier has some of this. They've got some in some like splash colors, whatever you call them, where it's got the color in white and stuff. I'm not sure exactly what name they named it, but I'm not sure if they've got solid colors. I can't remember from one site to the next what I've seen, but this Universal, this Cotton Supreme is soft. I'm really surprised it being a 4-weight. I was wondering how soft it would be, but it is. It's nice. It's real nice. So, and talking about cotton. I'm talking about cotton, I guess, here. Hey, Coco. Cocktails and Crochet with Coco. Welcome tonight. How are you doing? Yeah, y'all please hit the thumbs up if you would. I would appreciate it. I'm going to pop this chat out and quit seeing myself down here since I see that everything worked out all right. And I will just read it over here, which will be a little bigger, and maybe I won't miss everybody. Yeah, this is the week Hobby Lobby has their 30% off, and I've been wanting to go to Hobby Lobby for so long. I just hadn't been able to get there, and it's only 15 miles up the road. But Dee was talking about the sale. Didn't know if the ones around her had their big sale. I hadn't heard. Now I've been late in watching everybody's video, so I don't know. I know they had the big sale, like Dee said, on the different things, all the stuff besides yarn and the yarn section, their a lot of their shirts. I saw people buy a lot of their shirts and bags and just all kind of little odds and end things that. Hey, Marion Andrews, and hey, Lisa Ladybird. How are you? You getting ready to go to sleep? Well, I understand that. It's a little late where you are. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I went back and the online site that is called Webs is capital W, capital EBS, all in caps. Hey, little Grandma Kim, thank you so much for coming in. I love Hobby Lobby too. I just don't get there as much as I would like to. Hey, Julia, how are you? Welcome, welcome. But I had bought this Cloudborn. Cloudborn is the name of the yarn, and it's the Pima cotton. And this is the DK cotton. And I had bought some of the others for like $6 a hank, because it had been, when in April when they had their big sale, their anniversary sale. So I went back and was looking one night, and they had some on sale. They've sold out of several colors, but they still had a pretty good bit. They had it on sale for $5 something a hank. So y'all know I had to buy some more. I mean, that would have been unheard of if I had not bought some more. Hey, Dina, have I said hey to you, or have you just got here? I'm lost all the time. But this color's burgundy. Isn't that beautiful? That's gorgeous. Let me tell you a little bit about it. It's lot number 3. There's 230 yards. It's machine wash gentle or hand wash normal, and do not wring and lay flat to dry. And did I say it is a light number 3, DK3? And this is just burgundy. And then I got some dark purple. I wish that would show up as pretty as it is. That just looks blue in there, don't it? This is the prettiest purple. Maybe that's not, maybe if I put them on this side. It's gorgeous, y'all. It is gorgeous. So I got some more of those. Let me look down here in my little sack of goodies and see if I forgot anything. Let me kind of get... I've just gone a little cotton crazy, y'all, as usual. Hey, Joanne. Have I said hey to you already? I may tell you hey 50 times. Y'all know how I am. You may not get a hey, and then you may get 50. I'm sorry. I went to Joanne's store, and they were having a big sale, and this first one in cotton, I just saw this and had not had any of this. This is the Big Twist Vivid. And look at those colors. Aren't they so pretty? This is a light 3 machine washable, lay flat to dry. It looks like, yeah, do not tumble dry. Iron on low. There's 308 yards. It's made in Turkey, distributed by Joann's. And I'd been wanting to buy some of this, but I had just not done it yet, so I just decided to get one and see if I like it. They've got some kind of coral colors with white, lighter colors inside, and then this out here is more of a pinky color, and then the aqua color. It's gorgeous yarn. It really is. I just picked out one to buy and see I liked. And this cotton I've had before, but it was on sale. It was on sale, so when things are on sale, I go a little crazy. This is the Bernat, I call it Bernat, I'm not sure the correct way, Softy cotton. I don't know if y'all can see that. This is white. This is actually a 60% cotton, 40% acrylic, and it's a light 3, and there's 254 yards. And I got it in clear white is what it says that color is. Hey, Kathleen. How are you tonight? Welcome in. Welcome all of you. And Angie, hey. Welcome, welcome. And then I got it in this pretty blue. The blue, that's about right. This color is Dusk Sky. And then I got it in Refresh, which is a variegated. It has this blue in there. It don't look like it, but it does. And of course it has white in there. So I got 2 balls of each. Hi, Madonna. How are you? I didn't know if you were here or not. But I got that. I've got a little more yarn down here, but I want to tell y'all what I've been watching today. Hey, Mama Pop Rock. How are you? And welcome. And Angie, I said hey to you, did I, hon? Hey. I don't. I'm reading and thinking, y'all. That's a dangerous thing for me to do. It probably don't come out right, and I don't say what I mean to say. But thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it so much. Kathleen, you ordered from Hirschner's. Hey, when's their, the 9th? Is that when their big warehouse sale is supposed to start? They usually have a big warehouse sale. Crystal with Bag a Day told about it. And I believe she said the 9th. They're doing it online this year. You've been here, but no one noticed, Madonna? I'm so sorry. Is it on now? It may have been the set today. Okay, man, it started today. Y'all go check out Hirschner's because they're supposed to be having a big sale. They were having some sales as it was, but they're having a big sale. It's their big warehouse sale that they usually have in person, and evidently they just decided this year to go on and do it online since things still aren't open and people can't get there and all good stuff like that. But I wanted to tell, oh, hey Trish, crocheting around New Zealand. Hey, thanks. I'm so glad you got here. Thank you for being here so much. I went down one of my rabbit holes because I started looking about wool and shearing sheep. And then a video popped up about cashmere. And I had seen this before, and why I didn't go back and write down exactly all the particular things about it because it was an older video and I was gonna go back and look and see how old it was, but I think this is basically the information in the video is still hey Suzanne Wallen, have I said hi to you, hon? But there's a company in Switzerland, I believe, and it's called FTC, and it's Fair Trade Cashmere. And they're in Mongolia, and they've built a big plant there. Hey, Gia at Yarn Nut, welcome. Thanks for being here. And it told all about how a lot of your cashmere these days, you have to be careful. And this was talking about more of some of the fabric, because they do make actual fabric. And in this plant that they have over there, they have the big knitting machines that the ladies have to sit there, and it looks kind of like, to me, what it looked like was the inside of one of the Addict machines, but they were having to change colors because they were knitting a sweater that had I think it had Bambi on it. I think that's what it had on it. So they were having to go in and actually, pull the yarn and get it all, Hey, Judy, crocheting every day with Judy. How are you doing? And welcome, welcome. But it was so interesting because what they've done over there, they said that so many of cashmere comes from cashmere goats. And the way that the people in this area, and now I've heard that some places try to shear the goats, but you don't get the actual good cashmere, from my understanding of several videos I've watched, of if you just shear the goats. They have to comb them, and they can only do it once a year. And they had the baby goats. They were so cute, but to get baby cashmere, which cost a tremendous amount, they have to comb the baby goats before they're a year old. So, and like I said, they can only do this one time a year, and what it is, they molt off the hair, and most of it's underneath on their belly, and they have to comb this out, and that's where all the fine, wonderful fibers that make up the cashmere comes from. Hey, just another stitch. I was fixing to go sit. I don't know what I was going to say. Stitch. How are you? And hey, say it was Squishy Yarn Crochet. Welcome. Thanks so much for being here. Y'all don't forget the thumbs up. I can't see where my thumbs up went to. But y'all please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. But this was just amazing. But a lot of the younger people in this area has moved off to bigger cities because in the past they couldn't make a living, out there on this barren land. And they have started, this company has invested so much more back into this area just because of these cashmere goats and where they're able to get these fibers. And they give each farmer like one billy goat. I don't know if that's a year or what, but they get a billy goat, and they were interviewing one of the farmers. Of course, a translator was telling him, but he said that way they were able to have, more goats, and that um, it was amazing though the way they put up these big block fenced in stuff, and they have the troughs where they feed, the goats. They're just taken care of so well. It was just amazing. I kept wanting to watching them to tell me more and more about this. But like I said, I didn't go back to check and make sure the dates, that this was still, I was going to make sure they were still in business, and this had, was still going on in this area, because they've built a big school there for the younger children. And that was one of the big problems that the farmers had, was there was no schools in the area. Their children, they didn't have a school to attend, was what my understanding was. But they have a very, nice, great school there, and all the area kids can come. And the farmer they were interviewing, he said that he really hoped he had a son and daughter, and they had gone to the city because they went on, he said, going to school, but the gist I got, they were older, like maybe going to a college, and they wanted to work in the city. But he said, I'm hoping now that they can see that they can make a living and come back to the farm and live here and have their families and everything like that. So I was just amazed at all this. The little baby goats were up running around they had like the cement troughs in between the stalls, and it was just, these little animals were taken care of so well. It was just unbelievable. And the guy that runs the whole thing went out there during a time that they were combing the goats to get the cashmere off. And he said that he was going to try to do it, and the man kept telling him no, he wasn't pulling it right, and he wasn't combing it right. And it was just really, really interesting to see what all that they were doing. So I'm going to do a little more in-depth watching and finding out whether this company is still there in that region, and making sure everything's running like I saw, on the videos that I watch. Hey, Debbie Gerbert, is it Gerbert? Debbie, I think I've asked you already several times, probably. I'll say everything wrong, like I said. But after watching all about the little goats, then I started watching about people shearing alpacas. Well, if you've ever watched a video about them shearing goats, that's interesting enough. They get these animals down and just shear them, and all this wool comes off, in one big thing. Well, this man was laying down, stretching these alpacas out, where they were laying down and wouldn't, be trying to get up. And he was cutting them and cutting, up their necks and their heads, and leaving them a little poof of hair up on the top. That was the most interesting stuff. I could just sit and watch that for hours and hours. I started watching all of the new automated farm equipment they have. They were showing about sheep farmers running these sheep in these things that would lift like 6 or 7 of them up at a time, and the guys could go down beneath and trim their hoofs, because sheep's hooves do have to, they'll kind of grow to, it's kind of like a nail, and they'll grow to, they curl up, in the pasture. If you don't trim them, they'll just break off. And so that was just real neat watching how they do all of that, and how they've got these big vats now that they put these sheeps in and wash them off. And they never did show if that was like before they cut, before they sheared the sheep. They were just showing this big vat where all the sheep were walking down in, and they were filling up, and they'd swim around in there a minute, and then the water would go back down, and they'd come out all clean. So I don't know I've got to do more in-depth research on some of these things that they're doing. Hey, Sherry Kay. Anybody come in and think, she's lost her mind. What? All she's carrying on about tonight. But it was so interesting. I was just amazed at everything that they could do. But I got on the Cashmere kick because I was supposed to have bought back at that Crochet. Just a minute. I'll get the name of it out. It's GUCECHET yarns that Crystal showed everybody about not long ago. And I bought some yarn from them. And I was supposed to have 16 little balls. These are only $2.50 a ball. So, but they came back and all the labels say bamboo. I bought some bamboo also, but the colors, this beautiful red color was supposed to be in the Cashmere, and well, that being smushed down in the thing, it don't look like there's much difference. I've got these things out and looked at them, and both of them are soft, extremely soft, but I really think this yellow is supposed to be the cashmere. Silk and cashmere is what it's supposed to be made up of, and it's supposed to be like 130 yards in each little skein, and the bamboo is, it don't say on here, it's supposed to be like about 180 yards. So the yellow and the red was supposed to be, now these two on the end here, you can see the yellow looks smaller than the red. The yellow was supposed to be the silk and cashmere, and the red was supposed to be silk and cashmere. And the dark teal here was supposed to be bamboo, and then this coral was supposed to be bamboo. But every one of them are labeled bamboo. I got all of this Friday or Saturday, and I didn't email them till late this afternoon, so right before I came on, right after Granny D's, I went back to look, but side by side, you can tell that one's a little bit smaller than the other one. And that's why this red looks the same size as the what color was supposed to be bamboo, but this was supposed to be cashmere. I'm thinking that because the dark, I'm thinking these two are the same, that they're the cashmere, and the red and the coral are the same, and they're bamboo. That's just my thoughts on looking at this. I've changed my mind, though, about 4 different times. So, hey, Trudy, if I said hey to you, hon. All of this is beautiful and soft. It's unreal. The bamboo, of course, I bought some of it from the first order. I just can't decide. The yellow is a smaller skein than this other, but I can't decide if the dark teal is the same size. These and these were in a sack together, and the yellow was supposed to be cashmere, but I was supposed to have red cashmere, and they're the bigger ones, but every little skein says bamboo, so I'm lost. So I'm waiting for them to email me back to see maybe if they can tell me exactly if they mislabeled them, if they all are bamboo, if I don't know. But these little yellow ones definitely, all of it's a fine number 2. So I can't tell from that, other than all I can tell is just the size of the little skeins. And like I said, right there, that don't look quite as, I mean, it just how you, these feel thicker though, and this feels thinner, but I can't decide whether they put the dark teal, because the dark teal feels, the bamboo has, it feels a little more satiny feeling, and I don't know if it does. I've totally confused myself trying to feel this and tell which one's which, because they're both so soft. It's unreal. They say that bamboo, and I can see where bamboo would, because most of the bamboo that I've crocheted with, how it would split, but the True from Line Brand, I'm doing this shawl. Everybody that came in a little later, let me show you the Bag a Day shawl that I'm working on. And this is done in the Line Brand True. It's 100% bamboo, but I used, it's a line 3, but I used a J hook doing this. So I was trying to think, I used a smaller hook working with the Kobu, which is bamboo and cotton, and occasionally you just have to be careful crocheting, you know, to make sure that it didn't split. But the only thing that I could say about it splitting is you just have to be real careful, because I would say that if you're using a smaller hook, it very well, you know, would have a tendency to split. But it's no worse to me than Karenjmccaghren Simply Soft. To me, splits worse than what the bamboo that I've used. That's just my personal opinion, but I enjoy working with bamboo. I just think it's a fantastic yarn, and there's no way me looking I actually think the yellow and the dark teal are cashmere, and the red and the coral are bamboo. I think they labeled these wrong, because I just don't think this red is in no way, I just think it's bigger than that. I think it's bamboo also, and I'm not sure about the dark teal. I don't know which yarn it is. So, you had trouble with the True? Okay. Hey, Leela. Thank you for being here. I'll, you know, working with the bamboo, I would just say, you know, to be careful with it to begin with and just see how it works, you know, if you want to use some. Of course, I know you don't want to buy it if you haven't used it and then it just, you know, split, but I really have not had that, and I'm like Glenda. Glenda just said she loves bamboo and bamboo cotton blends. I truly love bamboo cotton blends. Bamboo and like acrylic is okay, but I prefer it with cotton. That's just my personal preference. That's just me. But hey, Yarn Happy Kim, have you just got here and I've missed you? Or, well, Victoria, I love the yarn. The bamboo has such a beautiful shine to it, and it just feels so good. But you do have to be careful and using like my clover hooks, the Clover or More hooks, or I'm using the J hook. They slide so easy for me through most yarns that I do have to be careful because the bamboo is so slick feeling, you know. But I love it. I do. I truly do. I was trying to think what I made that I used a smaller hook on. Oh, it was the cotton, the Kobu, the cotton bamboo blend. I used a smaller hook on it, and it looks like it would split bad, but it didn't. Because I first thought, well, maybe it's just because on the times I've used True Boo, I've always used a larger size hook. And some of the other bamboos I had used was a smaller weight, like a 2-weight yarn. And, you know, I crocheted just like a lacy stitch with it. And I never had any trouble. But, hey, Katie Loves Crochet. Did I get that right? I couldn't read very well. Okay, Madonna. Splitting is the fault of the crocheter, according to the Yarn Council. Well, I would probably agree with now. I'll go back and agree and then disagree. There are some yarns that tend to split more, but you just have to be careful, has always been kind of my opinion, because me crocheting with Karen Simply Soft, for whatever reason, that yarn, I always go to crochet and grab it up and it's split. But it's me. It's just me crocheting with it. And probably in the past I've just been, maybe I hadn't crocheted with it in a long time, so maybe after crocheting with some of these bamboo yarns and other yarns, I've learned to be a little more careful. So I think I would probably agree with Madonna. You just have to be careful with it. And I also would say if you use an inline hook, it would be more apt to crochet in my thinking, because I'm bad. That's why I like the tapered hooks better, because the inline hook, I'm bad to go through the yarn with them. I have to be really careful if I ever use an inline hook. So, thank you, Madonna. I'm really loving this. I'm sure I've got one more skein of this, and then I'm going to finish this up. I don't want to stop when I get up to this next point, because it's not going to be right from the bottom to the top, so I'm going on up one more full round, but I've got to have one more skein of yarn if I do that. And I think I do. I think I just put it up and didn't put it in my bag with this. But I really love it. I do. So that's one of my shawl patterns that I really wanted to do that I've got now almost done. So now I can go on to several of the others I've got to do. I don't have to do any of it that I want to do, I guess. So I love making shawls. I really, truly do. Well, thanks, Dee. I love it. The color is thistle. It's a purpley blue color. Uh, One of my sons said it was blue and one said purple. To me, I can, and on camera, I'm sure it's not showing up what color. I'm sure that's not true to color, if y'all can see that. But to me, it is, it's called thistle. And some of the others that I've seen before, I've always thought it was more of a purple. I would call it purple instead of blue, but a lot of people have said that it looks blue. But I really like it. I love the pattern. It's so easy to do. All you have to do is count, and I evidently can't count because I've had to frog a bunch of it and go over. But I love it, love it. Right, Dee, kind of like periwinkle. It's that bluish purple, you know, but I love it. Right, Jan, I just believe it's purple to me. If you were going to ask me what color, I'd say it's purple. A lot of people say it's kind of blue, but I guess it's a blue purple. Hi, LaToya. Thanks for being here. But it's about time, I guess, that we wrap it up. I didn't tell y'all exactly what I got. I got 8 little balls of the yellow. I got 8 balls of the red. And I got 8 balls of the coral color of this. And I got 4 because I had gotten 4 of the bamboo. If this is bamboo. I've gotten 4 of the dark teal the last time, and so I will figure out, hopefully when they email me back, and I'm sure they didn't get back to it today. E-Dreams, hey, have I missed you, hon? I'm so sorry. But I'll let y'all know when they tell me what yarn I've actually got. Because I wanted to get some of the cashmere, and like I said, this yellow does feel so soft that I'm really thinking they got the yellow right and just labeled it wrong. And I'm not sure about the dark teal and the red, which is the dark teal supposed to be bamboo and the red supposed to be the silk cashmere, but these look like much bigger skeins than these do, so I don't know which is which. If it's all bamboo, that's fine with me. They cost the same. I'll go back and order some cashmere later. So I did want to get some of the cashmere and see how it was. Hey, Bev at Dittmer Knittery. I hope you're doing well tonight. But I guess that we will wrap it up for tonight. I appreciate all of y'all so very, very much for being here tonight. I appreciate each and every Monday night when y'all come and spend an hour with me. It truly, truly warms my heart to see y'all each and every week. And to think that you would come and spend an hour talking with me. It really does make me feel really great. I want to thank y'all so much This afternoon, I reached 2,200 subscribers. I think I'm a little above 22 now, but I appreciate it so much. A big thanks goes to Crystal at Bag a Day, because her shouting out my channel gave me a big boost, and I appreciate it. Hey, Freaky and Tammy. Tammy, have you been here? Flower Tammy Creations. I may have missed half of y'all, and I'm so sorry if I... Oh, you see. Okay. Well, it was 22 something this afternoon. I didn't go back and check to see, but I appreciate y'all so very much. Just, y'all will never know how much I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you all dearly. You're always, always in my prayers. And, hey, Daniel, well, we're about to say bye to everybody. But, y'all know what you gotta do. Keep coming back, because I'm gonna be here. Y'all, you know it. I love you all.